Hey y'all, I'm Krystal, and welcome back to my Texas garden. Today I wanted to pop in and talk to you guys about when you should be feeding your seedlings. Now, if y'all are new around here, welcome. And if you're all about gardening naturally, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to smash the bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. Now, many of you have already started your seeds for the year. Awesome. And some of you have already got some seedlings that have emerged, whether it's in a greenhouse or under a grow light or direct sow like I've done here in my garden. One question that I see asked a lot is, how much fertilizer should I give my seedlings? So when it comes to seedlings, they require two things: the sun or a light source and water. That's it. You don't want to soak your seedlings or your seeds in general. You can actually cause them to rot out. And at the same time, you don't want them to get too dry. So we basically just want to keep the soil nice and evenly moist. Now, seedlings, kind of like baby chicks, don't need a lot of food right away, which is why you can buy chicks online and have them shipped to you. I personally don't feed any of my seedlings until they have at least 3 sets of real leaves. Now let's take a look at this really cute baby cucumber plant. Now these leaves right here, most people call these the seed leaves. These are not true leaves. They're actually part of the embryo of the plant. Their true name is cotyledon. These are the first leaves that emerge when the seedling first emerged from the ground, and often these leaves will actually die back when the plant has enough true leaves. Now we've skipped over to this tomato plant here, and you can see here are the seed leaves right here. You've got one there and one there. And yes, they do grow with the plant. But as you can see, they're starting to age and turn yellow. And now that the plant has 3 sets of leaves, we can actually go in here and just pinch these off. They're actually not needed anymore. And the plant is sending energy to keep those leaves alive when it should be sending energy to help grow new leaves on top. So now we have a little plant that only has true leaves on it. So this plant, if we count them out, we see the first set right here, and we know that they're the first set of true leaves because they're actually lower on the stem. So we have one set there and another set right here, and right in the center is growing another set of leaves. So we've got 1, 2, and the beginning of the 3rd set of leaves. Now, some people will say at this point you can actually fertilize your plants, but I tend to wait till this is a little bit more mature and actually the beginning stages of my 4th set of leaves before I fertilize at all. Now, I personally like to err on the side of caution when it comes to fertilizing or feeding my plant. Now, I personally use compost and aged manure when it comes to starting my seed mix or potting mix or actually planting seeds into the ground. So I'm actually feeding the soil, and the soil is then going to go and feed my seedlings. And if you add too much nutrients right away, it could actually cause damage to your young seedlings and maybe even kill them out. So I personally err on the side of caution since I've already got nutrients into my soil to begin with. So as you can see, seedling care is really super simple. They need adequate light source and they need moisture. And that's really it until they age a little bit more, and then we can start feeding them. And the other thing to remember is that once it gets 2, 3 sets of leaves, that those seed leaves or the baby leaves, the first leaves, may actually yellow off and die. And that is okay if that happens. It's perfectly normal and no reason for alarm. There's nothing wrong with your plants. Now, I've got more seeds to put into the ground, and I'm going to sign off for today. If you'd like to see some more great gardening videos, go ahead and click right here, and I'll meet you over there.